You're watching Dr. Amir Sankofa Kwele live. Make sure you stay tuned, hit that like button, and subscribe. It's going down.
All right, y'all. I'm going to add myself to the screen here. Greetings, 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 and salutations, everybody. I am Dr. Amira, and let me explain to you what my doctorate is in. Okay, for those that may not know, I'm a metaphysician. Okay, I am not a medical doctor. I will not be looking at your yummies. I was in a chat. My girl, I was in her chat the other day, and she was like, "Are you gonna look at some yummies?" Oh, hell to the no! I would not be looking at yummies, although I am a yummy practitioner. But my expertise will more along the lines of me wanting to do the whole yummy steam and providing that for the people that need yummy steam. Now I make a hellified yummy steam now, y'all. So let's be clear. So many of you all that are new to my channel can know where my profession is in. I am Dr. Mira Sankofa Kwali. I am a metaphysician. I am a doctor in metaphysics. Okay. Um, I'm accredited. I have an accredited school called Reiki, and some I don't know. I was just kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyway, I do have a school of Reiki, so it's pretty cool. It's not just you. You're not just gonna be getting Reiki. You wouldn't if you tend to go. You wouldn't just get the Reiki knowledge, but it's the Reiki School of Training and Certifications. So let me be clear about that. I'm joking when I say the Reiki School of. I'm not just kidding about that, but I'm not kidding about what my profession is, and I take what I do very seriously. Okay. And I'm also, I'm among everything. If you go to my website, www.ask314life.com, you'll see my accolades and the things that I have, and, as far as certification and diplomas and etc. Um, and I have an honorarium. Now, the doctorate within the metaphysics, I actually did work for. Now, I had to take classes, complete case studies and stuff like that. Different schools require different things. I had to write a thesis for the particular school. It was like a small thesis. It wasn't a large one, but my professor required me to do that. The owner of the particular school. Now the other doctorate that I have, I ain't gonna front y'all. I just kind of wanted it, and then they also give you a book along with it, and I wanted the book. So that is Doctor of Divinity. I really didn't work for that one. That's literally an honorarium Doctor of Divinity, and I just got that December the 23rd, 2021. Okay, so I just got that during that time, and I am also a Master of Wicca degree, and that's also one of those ones that I didn't work for. Now, the rest of my stuff I actually worked for. But those two things I just mentioned, not so much. I paid for it. I paid for it, pay my money, and you too can do that. And got it and kept it moving because once you have a degree or once you have, within the field that I'm in, you can pretty much dabble into different fields. So I pretty much, I mean, to be honest with you, by me being a metaphysician already and already understanding that and I already work with people because Dr. Divinity is basically a, a degree where you specialize in different people's religions and spiritualities. That's basically what it is, right? So it's not really a cross, it's not really hard to cross over from the Dr. Metaphysics. And so Dr. Metaphysics for me and what I've learned about it, that's why I got the Dr. Metaphysics first, right? And then branch into Dr. Divinity. So you will find a lot of your pastors and ministers who went to monasterium school and who've gotten that. And back in the day, it was a little bit more different than it is now. Back when uh I have a lot of ministers in my family. So back then when the ministers in my family were doing it, they got into their doctorate and all that, they went to a different type of monasterium school. So nowadays, yes, they do have monasterium schools and things like that. And some of them have been around for quite some time. The one that I have my master's in, that particular school was also back in the day. That's been around for a very long time. And the school that I got my doctorate in, my first doctorate in metaphysics, um, that particular school has probably been around for about 20 years, right? So anyway, enough about me. So I just wanted to clarify what qualifies me. And then I also have a gift. I have a gift where I could, that I've had my whole life. Either you got it or you don't. Some people do have it, because we all have third eyes, right? Some of us are very much tapped in and some of us not so much, you know. Um and some of us are able to flip it in, and sometimes people call it mommy's intuition, right? When you sense that something's not going right with your child, or you're like, man, let me get to this or get to that, or someone in your family. So those things right there are natural. That's a natural gift. That's a natural energy. So for me, my stuff is very natural. I could tap into different people that I'm in a room with, when I think about people, etc., etc. So I don't like necessarily using the word psychic, but that's technically what it is. And the word psychic kind of, I think it, when I work with different people of different spiritualities, I might not use the word psychic because it kind of comes with a dogmatic energy of some people feeling a certain type of way of the word language. So basically, even with the word Reiki. Basically, I know to lay hands on people and help, you know. So that's basically what Reiki is. Psychic, they call it intuitive, um, the knowing prophetess and stuff like that. They call it different depending on what church or reading you in, they will call it. So I know most about every religion, but keep in mind, y'all, that religions and spiritualities are created every day, a man, a person to be like, hey, I want to create, how to worship dogs. And so they got a religion, a church. They even got a Beyonce church. Did y'all know that? That was created like eons ago. But legitimately, seriously. But so anyway, today the tool that I would be using today would be tapping in and working with cards, my tarot cards, as well as tapping in with um, my leaves, my with my tea leaves, so I can connect. So those would be the two mediums that I would use. And, well, three technically, because I'll always be using my intuition, my intuitive gifts that the Creator gave me. And yes, it does take intuitive gifts to be able to touch on tarot cards and things like that. because that's how you're able to tap in. But but yes, can I go without using tarot cards? Yes. Do I want to today? No. But I'm gonna use. I mean, of course, I'm gonna tap with my intuitive energy as well. Okay, that's how you use the cards. But I'm not gonna just tap into my intuitive energy alone. Okay, get me? All right. So I had to explain all that so you all will understand, because I know some of y'all are, here like you shake it, and gifts don't work like that. Where sometimes things can be um time frame time time frame, because people are always asking about time frame. That is the most annoying question to me. Well, what time do you expect this to happen? To me, that's like that's the most annoying questions to ask a psychic, I think. And I want to tell everybody, like, what to give, because sometimes when someone asks me questions, sometimes I would tell people I don't know. I mean, just be patient, wait and see, right? And other times, and sometimes it be based upon whatever your ancestral line or the creative powers that be want to give you, but it's going down. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can miss your mark because based upon the energy that you give out, right? And then sometimes they may give me a number. They may say 6, and that could be 6 months, that could be 6 years, or that could be 6 weeks or 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? So again, whatever. But I hate when people ask me about time. That is one of the most annoying questions. But I try my best to be honest in my answer. Okay. Okay. Anywho, let's move on. All right, y'all. Jeez. Come on, let's make it happen. Okay. I'm getting into it. So I'm trying to have a conversation with y'all as a diversion because of the fact that, you know, I'm trying to get in tune. Okay, so I guess the first mommy, and if you would stand by, the first mommy that I basically, and please like the video, please like, share, and subscribe for me if you don't mind. Whether you're in the bushes or not, I appreciate your bush watch. Not a problem. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the energies that be. Okay. I think I want to talk about Jasmine. I probably should have said that before I started trying to get into it. So I want to talk about Jasmine first. Jasmine. Okay, hold on. Jasmine Dukes, aka Jasmine, aka Unc, aka um I'm Jasmine. Aka I have a dream, aka can we just get along? Rodney King, aka please listen. Please stop picking on me. I don't like it. And the reactors is and Chris, bang, bang. Her. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, just jokes, y'all, just jokes. And definitely keep in mind, this is copyright section as you see what's listed above, 1976. Fair use. This is just educational purposes. And fair use, personal tips of balance, favor of fair use. So let's do Jasmine. Okay. All right. Jasmine Dukes. Jasmine, is it Laprice Dukes? Okay. This card is just trying to jump out of me. Excuse me, y'all. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of books on my desk. I do read. I know y'all think because I talk so country, I don't read, but of course I read, y'all. Because when you're in your profession, you got to make sure that you stay on top of reading and learning things. Sometimes you have to learn things over and over and over again. So even if you're a YouTuber, it makes sense for you to keep learning about the policies, keep learning more about, editing and learning your craft as best as you can, right? So This is my craft. Oh, excuse me, excuse me. Let's start over. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting ready to do this reading. I'm sorry. I apologize. I almost did a reading on myself. Hold on. Take that energy away. All right. All right. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I had to get into it. I know y'all hear ducks. And I guess the geese, I should say. Okay. So let me try. Let me do. Let me proceed with this. Okay. Now, hey, Anna Banana. Okay. I'm up early in the morning. Okay. So, let's get into it. So, Jasmine, Garawa. Okay. Mm. It does talk about that you need to work on your femininity. And I think I mentioned that before. You definitely have to work on your femininity because you are very masculine. Your energy is very masculine. So you really need to be able to work on your femininity because it will certainly help you in progressing more in your life, and it will soften you up for your children because you are very aggressive and it's really hard for you to focus on that. And it's also talking about an illusion that you're creating this big illusion around yourself, and you're really not being your true self. You're not even being your true self with Chris. You're not even really expressing yourself and trying to get things accomplished. You're like making a lot of excuses for the things that you need to get to in life, and you're unable to focus because you're worried about the wrong things, hence the reactors, hence what everybody Chrissy, hence what everybody else is doing as opposed to what you should be doing. And what you should be doing is focusing on the children, because they do talk about a career. Now, let me keep it real. I know a lot of people made fun of her when they talked about her possibly becoming a teacher, y'all. But listen, she really don't really need to be on YouTube. That's like probably her worst thing. Well, number one, she needs to get counseling along with her children. This is what this says. And she really needs to utilize her skills in basketball to help children to find themselves. And I think a lot of pain have came to her because she was unable to fill out that basketball career that she really wanted. But YouTube is really not going to be an end stop for her. She's trying to make YouTube into a career, but that's really not where the energy lies. Now, out of the for Mamiana gang, former one, the former two, and the ones that are currently Mamiana gang, right? Ming is pretty much the one who is more more the career, like future, we're talking future. She's more the career um YouTuber. Now she's gonna do some other things in that Ming is gonna buy property and also have she's gonna have property and land and things like that where she's gonna do where she will I see some construction for her husband. I see some possible construction for him, but I think she's gonna get property and work on it and be able to become a landlord, flipping houses. So she's gonna make money in real estate as well as YouTube. That's Ming, okay, y'all. That's what Ming's gonna do. Ming, I see a lot of promising things for Ming. I'm telling you, like even on the terms of marital, I think that she's gonna keep her and husband are gonna keep going through things, but there is somewhat of a love for each other. Like out of all the Mamiana gang, and believe you me, Ming and her husband has had their situations, right? But they are the strongest. They have the strongest family unit, like on the terms of their children, on the terms of, and I'm not even, I don't even have that. I mean, I don't have Ming's cards and from Ming's life, my Ming's life. I don't have her cards in front of me. Jasmine cards are in front of me. I'm dealing with Jasmine, but I had to, I don't know, I just had to tap into Ming real quick. But Ming has the most promising. Now she's still gonna do YouTube, of course, but she's gonna have different financial security. Ming, out of all of them, Ming is gonna be the one that's gonna be rich. Ming and her husband's going to be rich because her husband is going to find his yush, because I see some construction work, building things for Ming's husband. Ming's husband is more in tune with that. Now that might be crazy for me to say. Now y'all might be, I don't know what Ming, I swear to God, I don't know what Ming's husband does for a living per se, but I'm telling you where he needs to really get into. If he needs to get into construction and building, because that is where he's going to get his millions of dollars and even become. Now he's gonna show out at times, mean girl, he is going to show out, but you all still have a strong family unit. Now he really legitimately loves you. He does. He's just silly. He is just so silly. How you doing, Matt J Adams? How you doing? um I see me really getting connected to real estate. Her and her husband is going to have businesses together. See, part of the thing with him, he really wants to become an entrepreneur along with you, sis, me. But you are going to have to, you still can do YouTube, of course. Like I said, I still see a lot. You're going to make big money. Um, but I don't really, it's not really a but. I see the sheer potential in you, Meg. I ain't gonna lie, like I get chills on your energy, on the things that you can possibly do. But I'm telling you, you and your husband need to get into real estate. Man, you also need to market things for children. You need to really market things for babies, and do some more ads on terms of babies and doing a family oriented situation. But don't put all of your business, don't do the same thing, Jasmine. Don't put all your business on there. I know you have revamped a lot of your channel, but don't get into the mess with Jasmine and Olivia, because those two, they're not going to amount to much if they go in the route that they're going into. Not saying that they can't come out of it, and I can see a future for them too, but we'll talk about that. But I mean, don't allow them to bring you down. I see, and really even Chrissy, and this no disrespect to Chris, but even with Chrissy, I think that you still have to, you can keep her connected to you, but keep her in a way where her energy, the things where her personal life doesn't interfere with what you got going on. Meaning kind of stay out of it. Let her figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because Chrissy kind of don't listen. Chrissy will listen to a certain point, but at the end of the day, she's still gonna make up her mind. She's still gonna get with narc energy, narc spiritual men who drain you, because she has some narc tendencies herself. And that's not saying, and I don't mean it, I shouldn't say narc, but she has the energy that she's so domineering. Let me be clear. Let me not say narc. I'm gonna say she's very domineering, and most of the men that she get with, or either they want to control her or they want her to raise them. You know what I'm saying? So she also is one of those ones that have to work a little bit more on her femininity when it comes to certain things. Like, she needs to make men pay for her. It ain't no, she don't need to go half no more, or three quarters, or pay more than what they pay. She need to make them pay more, because that will help her to balance out her energy on the terms of being masculine, in that sense of being, you know, and then she has to stop getting with guys that she have to self-start. She always have to self-start these men. And sometimes she get with them and she'll self-start them. And then sometimes they will go for it and they'll take it and then leave her, or they will take it and don't do nothing with it and leave her, right? So she has to find self-starting men, a self-starter man, because she is one thing I can't. Well, let me say this: Chrissy is a go-getter. So that's what's wonderful about Chrissy. Chrissy is a go-getter. Chrissy will also be great. Her career at YouTube will certainly could do would be wondrous if she finds, and I don't think the eyelash line, that don't, Chrissy, leave that alone. Let dumb Liv do that. So-called do that. And that would make more sense, because Liv is into beauty, not really her face. If Liv can get herself together, Liv could actually do more as far as beauty is concerned. If Liv like really stop talking and running and bumping her gums, and she need to come on YouTube and really apologize and be sincere and get that healing. And if she could like really X out all the stuff that she has done, don't talk about the children no more, build that relationship with her children and really bond. But she is so in her way right now. She is the one who's really in her way. She's a self-sabotager, if I've never seen one. And she's the type of person that whoever is around her, she will drag them down. She's just like one of those people. Have y'all ever seen someone drown? Have you ever seen someone when they're drowning and they need help, and a lifeguard jumps out and tries to save them, and the drowner ends up bringing them down with them, and they both die? That's Olivia. So if Olivia could not stop being in her own way, she would be okay. It would make more sense for her. Now, her on YouTube, she need to X out that channel. She need to stop calling her channel Liv's Life, because her life is no more. Like, I mean, her life should not be publicized no more. She needs to focus on losing all of that weight. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm not fat shaming. I'm not talking about nobody because she's big. No, 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 no. It's not that. But I'm telling you, if she lose more weight, she will be able to. And then she needs to upgrade her wardrobe, and she needs to get her a clothing line of different, sweat outfits. If she loses weight, she can get her a sweat outfit, sweat uh uh a sweatsuit you know uh line, right? If she get a sweatsuit line, and this is the energy, this is the potential here that I'm seeing. If she can get her a sweatsuit line, this is what's telling me for her to do. This reading. So okay, let me explain something to y'all. This reading is not necessarily this is a reading for what I see where they need to be. If they were to call me and ask me, like, hey, what do I need to do to better my career and where will I be successful? And this reading is also based upon the things I do see for the future. So some of this is based upon me guiding and directing. Okay, do you understand that? Cool. Okay. So if Live Life can lose the weight and she can get more into self-care and really caring for her skin, she can launch her a makeup line. That is really where the potential is. Her launching a makeup line and her just really not talking and just talking more about makeup, talking about more about not mentioning nothing about her family, none of that. Don't talk about your family no more. Don't talk about your children no more. Don't talk about nothing. Makeup, clothing line. That's what you need to do, and you need to revamp your channel. You need to show more positive things with you and the children. But you're not gonna do that because you are your worst enemy. And just show like a family outing, and then you really need to make up. You need to atone with Gerard and his queen and just say, hey, I'm gonna stop talking about y'all. We're gonna stop talking about each other and we're gonna work on co-parenting. And what that's gonna take her forever because she is in her own way. But let me get off of that. But that's the energy that I'm picking on. That's what the spirit is telling me to tell you. Okay, let me get off of that. I don't want to talk about Liv right now. Let me go on to Jasmine. So, Jasmine, your career more so is into if you can perhaps like if you can get counseling and work through your self imagery and energy, and if you could eliminate Chris out your life, just co-parenting, because Chris is not willing to change. I saw a show, I was watching this documentary today on Iceberg Slim, and Chris doesn't even have that kind of energy because, like Iceberg Slim, decided to write books. See, the drawback to Iceberg Slim is, yes, he cleaned his life up, he started doing better, but yet he still imploded pimping more so within the black community, and he talked about it more, which made more people become pimps, more men to become pimps. So yeah, he changed his life around, but he didn't tell everybody else to stop pimping. He didn't tell his life story without his life story was a drawback, a slap in our faces. As far as our black race to a degree. Yes, he cleaned up his life. Congratulations, Iceberg Slim. But what also implode out of the Iceberg Slim's books, and I've read them. Yes, I have. And I have them in my library, as a matter of fact. But what imploded on that is that you have established a lot of pimps within our community. And every time that I, look at Chris, his energy is of a pimp. A broke pimp, never nonetheless, but still a pimp. And anytime you get that pimp mentality and he does not know how to flip it and how to make it work for his family, it's not a good energy, and it's not going to resolve. He has a self imagery problem with himself. He has mommy issues, and he has issues with women. And because he has issue with women, he's not going to be good for you or your daughters. So mark my word that it's not a good energy, and you gonna have some problems, Miss Lady Jasmine, if you keep going in the direction that you are going. Your daughters are seeing this, and I think I talked about this before. Your daughters are seeing this kind of energy, and so you're gonna have to be careful because you're gonna have some children to turn against you, and multiple children turn against you. You're gonna have some that still worship the ground that you walk on. You're gonna have a couple worship the ground you walk on. Well, one really gonna worship the ground you walk on. The other one is gonna be kind of with the other ones that have turned their backs on you. But you keep going in the route that you're going, you're gonna have some serious problems, and you're gonna have to really go after having to. It's gonna be a battle with you trying to keep your children focused and not wanting to run in the streets. Now, I did see somewhere where Philip was getting out this year. And let me tell you, with that, it's going to be a problem. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a lot of chaotic energy around you. It's gonna be a problem because it's gonna be a situation with Chris and Philip, and it's not gonna be too good. It's not gonna be a happy period, Jasmine. And you're gonna have to be you're gonna be put into a corner where you're gonna have to face yourself, and you're gonna have to face whether or not you should be with Chris. And it's going to be detrimental to your family. It's going to be really bad if you keep him around, and you're going to be pressed to have to get rid of him. I'm telling you, it's going to go like that. And you're going to have to do a cleanup with yourself. It's people are going to they're going to force you. I see powers that are going to force you to be a better mother. That is going to happen. And I'm not saying you're a bad mother, but I'm just saying that the stuff that you show on YouTube, they're going to force that to no longer be. So I'm telling you that you need to really um focus on what your real craft is. And Jasmine, your real craft is basketball. You are very talented in that regard, and you need to work through your healing on establishing why you really can't blame your mother. It's really not your mother's fault. It's really your fault at the end of the day. Your mother do play a part in some things, but it's really like we all do as parents, right? Because I play a part in certain things and my children do, but at the end of the day, it's on them, right? um so you have to really be honest with yourself, and you have to really understand that you're the one that gave up your career because you didn't have to have children so early, because you knew you didn't have that support system like you thought that you wanted. You know, I mean, you never really had that support system, sweetheart. So you're gonna have to really work through that. And you I do see that you're going to have one child that you try to live vocabularies. I mean, I'm not pronouncing the words right today. That you're going to try to live through and force them to do basketball, and they're not going to really want to. And that's going to also be a letdown of you. And there's going to be some issues there, and they're going to wait. They're also going to be a sabotager on that level, because you're going to try to force them to play. How you doing, Mary? You're going to try to force them into playing basketball, and they're not going to want to, because that's your dream. So my advice to you is to get into teaching basketball to children, um, and becoming a coach. I'm telling you, and establishing that, because that's really, YouTube is not necessarily yes, you make money off of YouTube, and yes, I'm not saying for you to quit YouTube right now, but you need to do some focusing on healing, and you need to flip it where you don't stop putting Chris on your channel, because that's what's messing your channel up, and really kind of cutting back on putting the children so much on the channel. Do quick videos. Stop doing lives. Stop doing lives, because lives is revealing too much in your household, and it's to the point, what happens in the light 2021 was the year of revelation, revealing, and everything came out in 2021. And sweetheart, 2022 will be even more revealing for you, and it's going to be bad. So I am telling you to cut back on the things that you put out on YouTube, and stop doing lives altogether. And keep Olivia around. Olivia is going to drown you, sweetheart. She's going to drown you, because of she is hurting really bad. She was hurting before she got with Gerard, and even after. And Gerard did not really help. Excuse me, let me correct myself. Her relationship with Gerard did not help her healing, did not help her as a person, as a female, as a woman. How you doing, Erica? It did not help her. And due to that fact, it made her. Please like and share, by the way, y'all, because I'm really giving some really good reading here. Okay. Uh, but that did not help her, because she was let down by her father. She was also let down by her mother, and she also feels a certain. She loved her sister, but at the same time, there is some jealousy there. She wants what her sister have, and that's not saying that she's gonna hate on her sister and do that. No, she admires her sister deep down inside. Yes, she is gonna live. She is gonna live life. Is gonna take Jasmine down. I'm telling you. And Jasmine, you have to get away from her because you already got a lot of stuff going on. Philip is getting out of jail, and girl, that's not gonna be what you think it is. See, he played nice over that telephone, but his people have been telling him about what's going on in your house, and basically they kind of left it alone and they let you figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? But girl, it's going to get really rough with you. And that's not saying Philip is all that either. But what I'm telling you, it's going to get rough for you. Now, girl, I'm telling you, it's going to get real rough. And you're going to be pushed in a situation where you're going to have to choose. And mark my words, you better not choose Chris. If you choose Chris, that's going to be your downfall. Y'all got to stop being so focused on dick, penis, the pokey hokey stick, the Magic Johnson stick. You know what Magic Johnson stick is, right? You gotta stop doing the magic power. You got to start doing the candy stick. You gotta stop doing that so much and just focus on what the things that you're supposed to be focused on right now, because you got those children and developing some other kind of income, because YouTube is not going to be forever for you, Jasmine, because in a little while, I'm gonna tell you something. People are going to petition you and you're gonna have to end up probably creating another channel, because people are going to petition you to get that Jazzy's life off of there. I'm telling you, because it's gonna get really rough for you in that sense. I promise you, it's gonna be to the point where it's gonna be some court orders going on in here about that channel. I'm telling you, Jasmine. I'm telling you, you're gonna have to decide on what you're gonna do with your life. YouTube ain't gonna be for you forever. I promise you. The way that you going right now, and then you hanging out with Jasmine, and more stuff are gonna be revealed. Listen, Jasmine. More stuff about your household is gonna come out. It's gonna be leaked out. Now, I'm not gonna tell you who's gonna leak it, but it's gonna be more than you. You think Strong Mommy Chrissy is leaking your information? Or you think Ming Life is leaking your information? No, ma'am. You think Asia Washington is leaking your information? Ma'am, it's going to be more people than that. It's going to be somebody that really knows you. It's going to be somebody that's more close to you than you think, and somebody that you really don't really, it will break your heart to know that they are leaking your information now. It's gonna come out. They're gonna have pictures. They're gonna have all kind of stuff and evidence, and it's gonna get really rough for you. I promise you. And it's gonna be a wake up call for you. And either you're gonna wake the fuck up, or you're gonna still be down in the dumps and still be stuck for stupid, hooked on cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs in this bitch. I'm just keeping it real. I gotta talk to you real. I gotta talk to you how the pimps talk to you, because maybe you will get that through your goddamn head. Okay, because maybe you don't understand how, maybe you understand how normal people talk. So I gotta talk to you like a motherfucking pimp. Maybe you'll get that through your motherfucking head. Okay. All right. I'm sorry to curse y'all. I apologize for my strong language. I apologize, but the energy is telling me to talk to her like a pimp, because that's the only language she understands. Bitch, get it together. Okay. Sorry. I apologize. I digress. Chris has been her downfall, and I said the same thing. They need a plan, because if this is YouTube mess ends tomorrow, then what? Yep. Then Erica also says Chris isn't even into jazz. Like he just doesn't have any other options right now. No car, no place to stay, and he's not making no real money. Of course, all these men, for the exception of Ming's husband, but the rest of them are living off of these women, and it is for options. See, and it's because they all have a lot of masculine energy. I think Ming is probably the most feminist energy out of the bunch. Ming has the most potential. Listen, I see so much good shit for Ming, and I am sub to her, but I'm not being what is the word? Biased toward her, because I don't give a shit. But I'm just telling y'all the truth. Okay. Ming has the definitely most potential. Then Chrissy, if Chrissy can get out of her way, if Chrissy can stop, and this is something that, this is not a secret, this is not a psychic. enlightenment thing. The real is this. Chrissy said it herself. Dick is her fault. It's not the rod, it's Dick. It's Dick in general. If Chrissy can step back and stop loving and worshiping Dick, she could really do something great too. And it's not even the children. Let me tell you something. With some people, you would think because she has a lot of children that's gonna be her downfall and she messed up. No, ma'am. No, sir. It's not the children that stand in her way. It's not at all. I'm telling y'all the truth. It's not her children that stand in her way. Okay, it's Chrissy loving Dick too much. That is the all honesty. It doesn't take a reading for anybody to tell her that. She'll tell you that out of her own mouth. She's projecting it. Okay. So she has to be in tune with that. Now, Chrissy, ma'am, your your energy, you can definitely become a total package of an entrepreneur, even with those damn children, even with those wonderful, beautiful blessings that you have in your home that see, let me tell you something about Chrissy. One thing we can say, Chrissy know her children are blessings. Jasmine does not. Chrissy knows that her children are blessings. The issue is Chrissy love Dick too much, and Chrissy want to be loved like they all do, right? That's no secret. That's something that we talked about here on the YouTube streets. It's something that Chrissy energy basically tells you. The problem with Chrissy is that Chrissy is a fire element. That's not the problem. I know y'all saying, well, what you mean that's the problem? No, her being a fire element and she's fiery, and because she always tries to, she's like, I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm trying to put this in a way. She's the type of person, she will see a bum on the street. She will get him, clean him up, fix him up, and turn him and try to make him into a husband. And she dominates everything he does. And she'll damn near do it for him. And she turns the man into a bitch. And that's basically what happens with her, because she's doing everything for him and she's good at, and when I say she's her now slash her energy, when I say she has a lot of masculine energy, she has a little bit more, a tad bit more masculine energy than she has feminine energy. Let me flip it though, but her feminine energy is a motherfucker too. That feminine energy is that wiles. She uses sex to get a man. You know what I'm saying? She uses her attributes in the bedroom. Chrissy, we ain't gonna lie now. Look now. She uses her sex in the bedroom to get a man. I mean, it's what it is, right? She's also intellectually stimulating to a lot of these guys. You know, they find her intriguing because she is book smart and she does know a lot of things that she don't really say on YouTube. She has a lot of intellect that will also, she's a Leo. So she has a lot of intellect that can certainly bring a man in. And I'm not saying any of this is wrong, but the issue is that once she gets them, it's hard for her to, because of the way that she got them in the first place, meaning the people that she got. Chrissy really needs a man who is a self-starter. If she finds a man who is a self-starter, then she will get way far. But she first has to see her power. Chrissy don't know her power. See, that's the problem. Ming knows her power. Chrissy does not. Chrissy does not understand her power. Chrissy don't understand that she could really get away. She can get a man, a good man, with her mouth. With her, I'm not talking about y'all don't be nasty. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about with her energy. I'm talking about with her conversation. She could really pull a nice man with her. And tell, even with 9 children, even with 10, 12, Chrissy can still pull her a nice man who is self-starting, who has his own business, an entrepreneur. But the problem is Chrissy doesn't know her worth. Chrissy does not understand her worth. Chrissy does not understand her abilities and what she can do possibly to make them. Now, where Chrissy sky's the limit for Chrissy. Chrissy can do anything she puts her mind to. Chrissy has multiple skills. Y'all know that? Chrissy has multiple skills. Chrissy can go back to school right now and get a degree and be able to use that on top of the YouTube situation. You know what I'm saying? Um, but Chrissy is in her own way right now because Chrissy loved Dick too much. And if Chrissy can stop loving Dick so much and focus on her money, her pockets, and the things that really mean something, instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses. See, some of the stuff, Chrissy girl, you try to keep up with the Joneses too much, and something, and it does not mean your status. And I know you thinking, well, I don't want people to think because I have all these children that I can't get nice stuff or I can't get a nice vehicle. Girl, don't worry about that. Just get you a decent vehicle that can hold your children. That one vehicle. Get you one decent vehicle, one or two vehicles, excuse me. Get you a luxury vehicle, you know what I'm saying, that you want to, do your thing in, right? And then get you a vehicle that you can take that will fit all of the children, okay, in at the same time. And don't worry about what type of vehicle, as long as it's decent, nice runs, and you can go from point A to point B. You got to get out your own head about the you I mean, and I'm bougie, don't get twisted. You bougie too, but you have to coin your bougie energy. You have to coin, like, some things I have are expensive, and some things I have are not. I paid a little bit something for, but you can't tell that they're inexpensive though. You understand what I'm saying? But it's still nice looking. And so you kind of have to go on and take that mentality, because you sometimes you do, I ain't gonna lie, Chrissy, you do live beyond your means. That's kind of a Leo thing. It's not a knock, but it's just some things you have to start focusing on. Because, so let me tell you this, do I feel like you are going to end up cleaning up your credit this year? Yes. You're going to end up getting clean up your credit this year. Do I believe you're going to purchase a home? Yes. Do I believe it's going to be beyond your means? Yes, it is. Are you going to be able, you're going to have to work as hell, like hell, to afford the home, but you are going to be able to be in that home. Do I believe you're going to keep that first home that you buy? I think you're going to end up selling it and then finding something else. I think that's going to be something that happens. And then you're going to, once you realize that, once you talk to this, it's going to be a financial advisor that you begin to start talking with, and they're going to help you to weed that energy out. It's going to be a person that comes into your life that is a financial guru, and they're going to help you to weed out these purchases and to help you to find a home that is in a nice neighborhood for your children, because you really do care about that, y'all. Yes, Chrissy do be living beyond her means sometimes, but Chrissy actually does not want her children to grow up in poverty. You know, that is true. She do want better for her children at this point in time, because she does know her potential in that. And sometimes she will buy expensive um houses, or not buy, excuse me, rent expensive places, because she wants her children in a certain type of neighborhood. And that's understandable though. That's understandable, y'all. But she has to, this financial advisor is going to help her with finding a decent place to live that's going to be very affordable for her. So it's going to go two different ways. Let's be clear. I'm not using my cards now. I haven't been for quite some time. It's gonna go two different ways. Um, so I'm telling her this. I'm saying this to her so she don't do this. But this is where her future is. But if she could go ahead and do the financial advisor faster. that she will be able to have her a house within a year and a half. Within a year and a half. But Chrissy's definitely going to have her own house. She is. Um, is Gerard going to be long term? Well, she's holding on to Gerard. I mean, I said Gerard. Excuse. I apologize, Gerard. Not you. Rod. She's holding on to Rod because of the naysayers. See, Chrissy is stubborn. Chrissy is stubborn. And because Chrissy is stubborn, Chrissy does not want people to say, see, I knew that wasn't gonna work out. She's tired of being in failed marriages, a failed marriage. She don't want another failed marriage. She don't want to be, she don't want to go through another failed relationship. And she don't want to keep people saying, yeah, that's why it won't work out. You know what I mean? Because she already kind of see the writing on the wall with Rod. Now, whether she's not gonna say that because she has an image to hold, and that's cool. But she kind of sees the writing on the wall. So she is giving Rod time to clean his shit up. She really is, because she's already gave him a jump start, but for the future sale, for the future, Rod, he does have potential, but Rod is one of his biggest downfalls. He's one of his biggest downfalls because he has anger issues. He has anger management, and he's angry with women. He's angry with certain things, and certain things have happened to him along the lines where he has not been able to heal, and he's not been able to fulfill the things that he really wanted to in his life, because don't get it twisted. Now, he was with one particular woman um that's that really did him dirty. So a lot of his energy kind of still relives that. He has triggers, and certain things will trigger him. So it's just crazy. He's just not ready. I mean, the bottom line, he's not really ready for he's not ready to change. You know what I'm saying? He's not ready for change. You have a lot of expectations that he just can't do. And that's also where the frustration comes in. I mean, you gave him this channel. You gave him this channel. And again, Chris, you have to stop getting with guys that you have to self-start. You should not have to self-start these grown ass men. They already got to come to the pocket. Now, if the man come to the table with something, you come to the table with something, girl. Even though you got a lot of children, you still come to the table with something. So if you're coming to the table with something, he should already kind of come to the table. He should already have a car. Let's talk about what he should already come to the table with, so you understand in the future. He should already have a car. He should already have a job. He should already have a decent income. Now, Chrissy, if you want to add to what he already has, that's wonderful. But he can't come to the table with shit. And that's your problem. You get with these guys that come to the table with shit. And I don't think you see your own power. And I also believe that, the complexion energy. And I'm glad, and here lately I have been seeing where you are working on your self-imagery, and I like that. So that's good. You're working on knowing that your skin is beautiful. You're working on that. But don't get cocky. Build your confidence. Cocky and confidence are two different things. I know you mentioned that a long time ago about that. Everybody thinks you're cocky. You are cocky though. And it's you kind of was doing the whole thing of lying to yourself to fake it till you make it type of thing. You was doing that to build yourself up, which is understandable, but don't allow it to turn into cockiness. Allow it to turn into confidence, because you weren't confident. A lot of times you weren't. When you were saying you was confident, that's not true. The real that was an illusion. The real confidence started happening as you grew, but you still gotta stop standing in your way, and you still have to stop trying to build other people up. That's part of your energy. You are a fixer, and because you are a fixer, you're a fixed sign, right? So that's understandable about a fixed sign. I'm a fixed sign. When you are a fixed sign, a lot of times you will try to fix people's shit, which is why you was cool with Jasmine. See, you like being around people who you have to fix to make yourself feel better as well, to know that, I did this, I did that. Understand that's a part of your character, right? But you still need to be around people who self-started. So I think that you definitely figured that out as far as friendship. So congratulations for that. Now you have to just figure that out during relationships. And it's good that you're not Jasmine's friend anymore, because you tried to fix her life, and girl, she was not ready. She still wanted to do the dumb shit. You trying to help her while she's, talking about she tried to help you. Well, yeah, of course you shared things with her, but you really didn't need her help. You just shared things with her to in confidence because you thought that was your friend. But you didn't really need Jasmine's help. Jasmine really needed you. You didn't really need Jasmine. Okay. So that's, I have to say that. But again, oh my God. Now, lives, no, oh my God. Jasmine, my Jasmine's life, my Jazzy's life, girl. Listen. I'm ready to bread you. I don't feel I can't get, I'm tired of tapping into your energy. You need to get it together. But again, you have your potential is going to be with that basketball. And you need to work on that trade. You need to work on that trade. And you need to work on self-healing. And you're gonna be forced to make some decisions here in your life. I already told you. Live life. You're gonna have to decide on whether or not you're ready to heal. Well, if you want to keep that Gerard mess up, the more and more you keep going with that mess with Gerard, what's going to end up happening, child? You're going to lose your children altogether. Like even the contact that you have, like friendship, love, you're going to lose all of that with them in a minute, because they're going to turn their backs on you totally. If you don't get it together, they're going to turn their backs on you altogether. And that's what's happening. That's what's taking, it's slowly but surely taking place. And eventually you're going to be left by yourself. That's what's happening. That's your future. If you keep going the way you're going. But if you go ahead and do what I advise you to do, then it'll be better. See, my readings come with what I see, and my readings also come with the potential of what you can do, so we don't see what I see. So okay, well, I'm gonna wrap this up because it's only a couple of y'all in here. Y'all like shit. I don't want to hear that shit. But anyway, I wanted to do a reading. I wanted y'all to see my skills of my routines. So let's get it crack a lacking in this life. So hopefully you have a jump start in your day. And hopefully everything in your world is going fabulous. A blacktastic. Anyway, I appreciate your energy. Please keep up the energy. Please keep up and be strong. Hopefully somebody out of this will listen and take this advice and don't see it as me being funny, but I'm telling you the truth. But you can keep going the way you want to. I mean, I don't really, I just read, I temporarily tap in and I'm tapping the fuck out. How about that? Okay. I'm tapping the fuck out. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Please share. Tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell your auntie, tell your um baby daddy, baby mama, child's mother, your husband, your wife about my reading. And I know many of you will hopefully find what I say to work for you. And even if it's not about Liv's life or my Jesse's life, the former Mommonia game, maybe some of you may be in your own way and you need to get out your own damn way and look at the potential and look at the God within you and be able to take your energy to a new apparatus and be able to do something wonderful and great here on this planet Earth. Because Mother Earth is like really like fucking with y'all. Mother Earth is fucking with y'all, but y'all gotta tap into that shit. Y'all gotta tap into Mother Earth. You gotta be at one with motherfucking Mother Earth and not be still, oh, it's me, I'm gonna do that. Stop making fucking excuses for being fucked up. Stop saying I'm trying. No, motherfucker, you ain't trying, Jazzy. And it's some of you, it's other people like that. That's why she has a large channel. It's not just because of her being a train wreck. It's because some of you hoes is just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Some of you people are just like her. And y'all have to stop uplifting that bullshit. You got to start telling people the truth, and we have to start working to be a better race. We have to start being better and doing better than where we are, because as a whole, as a race, it's not good, y'all. We got to stand the fuck up and get out this bullshit that we in. Willie Lynch has fucked up our race, our people. And it's going to keep on fucking us up until we realize and look at ourselves and take an honest survey and be like, you know what, self? I ain't shit right now. You know what, self? I want to be shit. So let me figure this shit out and get out this shit and be shit. The good shit, I'm just saying, god damn, what the fuck? I mean, y'all, okay. All right, let me get off here. I'm cursing. I'm using too much foul language. But anyway, to get a reading from me, go up to www.ask314life.com. And keep in mind, I am what I call a tree hugger, but I also set fire to that son bitch. Okay. I get real readings, I get real shit, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna be like, girl, that was dumb as fuck. However, do this and this will be better for you. I tell my sisters, all my sisters that come to me get a reading, they get that real reading. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much, ladies.
You're watching Dr. Amir Sankofa Kwele live. Make sure you stay tuned, hit that like button, and subscribe. It's going down.
Death is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The cemeteries are full of people who've passed from a preventative illness. With the correct approach, you not only extend your chances of preserving your life, but you will improve the quality of your life with a natural approach. The earth provides energy healing herbs for the benefit of mankind.
Hello, I'm Amira Sankofa Kweli here at Ask Life Coaching Ministries. We're located at 1921 West Broadway. We've been in the healing business for over 20 years. To order my products, go to www.ask314life.com. I'm available 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Namaste.